said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spend more.
180! I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. Hurry. Give me that ball, defense.
Watch twitch. Watch.
Run.
Check 24. Check 24.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Jordan, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Check. Lucky.
Hey, alert.
50 seconds, run. You got to get the ball.
Real.
Check 31.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Point it right. Check 3. Hurry.
Now Chubb. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
4.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Check 49. Alert. Hurry.
Following the penalty, Chubb And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded in the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sheldon Richardson.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second and 8 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 57's Mike. Mike 50.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards.
2-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns 3, Bengals nothing.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Joe Mixon An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the point after.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Run. 57's the Mike. Mark 57. Watch the pass. 57's Mike. Mike 57. All day, pull.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you. Set.
Hurry.
Let's go right here.
Check 37. Hey, avoid 33.
Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Carl Lawson on.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike 57.
Record. 57. Mike 57.
From the 39, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Jarvis Landry. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Safety screaming.
Mike's 57's Mike.
I got you.
Regular.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
57's the Mike.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Let's put that beat on, Mark. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
back to Mixon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
To Joe Mixon.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Muscles him off. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 41-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's good.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 133.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown. Joe Mixon. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns 10. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
57, Mike, 57. Comes there. 57's the Mike, watch 57. Get that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Point it right. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Able to complete this to Shenault. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Watch the run.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the run.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Mixon with it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The tackle made by Joe.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
7-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Switch. Undercut.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
57 to
Mayfield now from the 50. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Third down.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
34.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, 59 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
For the point after.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Alert, alert. 57's Mike. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield on first down. Connection made with Chenault. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield now. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
57, Mike, 57. Oh, here we go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill, turn it up. 36. No. Regular.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They go play action. Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. What's that? 57's Mike. Mike 57. Turn for you. What's what? 57's Mike.
Quarterback, don't get no. Hey, 133. Hurry, hurry.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Done.
Check, check, check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I hope
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24 and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
16. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Go. Go.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
57's the mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Sack lunch. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Joker, 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 Joker.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Von Bell. And a a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Tighten up, tighten up.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Bengal ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Tonight's final score.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.